Welcome, come on in. I'm Gerald Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. What is a charge conference? In New York, right before the attorneys give closing arguments, the judge will have a conference with the attorneys to discuss what law he or she is going to tell the jury about. Each side presents to the judge the law that they believe should be given in this particular case. The judge now, after doing research, will then go through each and every item line by line and tell the attorneys whether or not what they are requesting is appropriate and whether or not the judge will be charging the jury with that particular law. And why is this important? This is probably one of the most important aspects of the entire trial, and the litigants do not get to participate or see what actually goes on. The court reporter is then called in, and now everything is formally put on the record, and the attorney now has the ability and opportunity to object to something that the judge did or did not do. It preserves the rights for each of the litigants so that if one side loses, they can now always look back and say, hey, had the judge given this piece of law, the outcome would have been different. Another reason why this charge conference is so important is so that when we begin to give closing arguments, we know exactly what the law is that the judge is going to tell the jury about. And often we can use some of that information to talk to the jury about their obligations as jurors and show them some of the law that they're going to be discussing and evaluating when the judge gives it to them in just a few moments. And that's it for today's video tip about what is a charge conference and things that litigants don't necessarily hear. And by the way, if you have questions about medical malpractice or accident cases here in New York, then I encourage you to pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I welcome your call or email. I'm Gerald Oginski here in New York. Thanks for joining me.